D.U.H, Department of Understanding Humans, yeah.
So hi.
Hi.
Happy Sunday.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
What's
It's
happening?
Sunday.
It is Sunday. It's the 24th.
It's been a decent week. I mean,
Yes.
for
me.
for some.
For some. I don't know
For
about
others, it's not been a good week.
No. No. It really hasn't, has it?
No, no, it has not.
So let's see, where should we start? President Biden announces he had cancer, and then they try to walk that back. But he did end up testing positive for COVID. Which,
and
yeah,
that's not good for a man his age. That's not good at all.
No, not that cancer is any better, but COVID.
No, well, look, and I don't want to get into it, but the man has done so many gaffes, and I mean, still my favorite, and nothing can top this. What I'm telling the American people, we are going to come together. Stop. Wait for applause. End of speech. Repeat line. And the people behind him are looking in just kind of this, is this really happening? Is he really reading? Is he pulling a Ron Burgundy and reading the teleprompter like that? Wow, you can, there's nothing you can say to it.
No.
There's not a lot you can say to the man. At this point, I'm no longer feeling, anger. It's now going, oh, come on. Let's just, please don't run again.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to, but I mean, the people around him, this was something that I saw on the news a couple times. The people that are around him, why aren't they doing anything? What about his wife?
Why aren't they?
Why isn't anybody saying, like, he needs to not be doing this? This isn't good for him. He's not okay.
Well, okay, let's really call it as it is. Kamala can't step in because she doesn't know what she's doing.
No.
I mean, our mayor, Woodfin here, went to a mayoral conference. And I think yours, the mayor of Atlanta went to this mayoral conference with the vice president. And the report was nothing but her talking to them like they're 7-year-olds.
She does it to everybody.
And you're important because you are mayors.
Oh, like the whole, our future is our future. And if we're going to have a future, we need to be in our future. And it's a future. It's not a thing of the past. It's a thing of the future.
And you just kind of go, what? This is the best we had to offer? I mean, look, here's the real deal of it. In the election, people didn't get tired of Trump. They got tired of the 4 years of the constant barrage of Trump. Okay?
What do you mean the constant barrage? Just the media barrage?
The constant barrage of the media barrage.
Well, I mean,
the constant boom over and over and over.
Oh,
okay?
You mean like the whole Trump derangement syndrome?
Right.
Oh my God, he's done this. Oh my God, he's done that.
Right, exactly. Oh my God, he blew a snot bubble.
Oh.
He ate a cheeseburger.
Oh, he threw his plate.
Right.
Oh my God.
That's what they got tired of. And so we rushed to vote somebody in who really didn't have any business. He was already aged, beyond aged.
I mean, he's been in politics since he was a young man, and he hasn't accomplished much of anything, except getting a lot of money for it, and his son getting away with everything.
Yeah, well. But anyway, those of you that voted him and said, oh, he's going to be so much better. Well, okay.
I get it. People wanted anybody but Trump. I get it. But really? We could have done so much better.
There were more qualified and people that actually gave a damn about the country rather than what we have right now, because
I'll tell you
it's
what,
not him.
there's a
It's a
lot of
committee.
things. Yeah, there's a lot of things that good, bad, ugly, and different about Trump. But one thing he did that really helped a lot of people, and I think it's even starting to kind of spill over into the liberals, the libertarians, the Democrats, the Republicans, the conservatives, the far right, the far left, whatever, the legacy politicians, like people who've been in politics since the beginning of time, are starting to get less effective and less noticed. So you've got more people coming out that aren't the typical politician, that aren't reading the teleprompter, the way that they should, and they're not kowtowing to a larger power that's trying to own everything. So hopefully, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully that's going to open the door for, like, not necessarily another Trump, but like maybe DeSantis or...
No, we need honest to God fresh thinkers.
Yeah, I mean, Tulsi Gabbard isn't bad. I mean, she's technically a Democrat, but I mean, her stuff's not bad. I mean, there's somebody that was talking about Michelle Obama running.
No,
I don't want that.
No.
That'd be
thank you. No,
all over again.
Again, like you said, we don't need legacy or family politicians.
Mm-mm.
We've had enough of that. It's time to, and I'm gonna make a implorement to people. Don't just go ahead and vote a party ticket.
No.
Vote for a candidate. Use your information. Use your brain. Vote for a candidate that's actually going to do some good for us this time.
Right.
I know that's a novel idea. My God, I'm a Republican. I'm going to vote Democrat. Yeah. Vote for who's going to do the best for the country.
Don't
vote for somebody
party.
that has a good platform. Because right now
politics
the parties
don't work anymore.
They're so bass backwards. Anyway, we could go on and on and on about it, and
because then we want to get into like nowhere. Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, and oh my God,
I don't want to get into that.
But you know what I think is really funny about politics right now in Washington? The Squad getting arrested. Have you seen that?
No. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
Okay, so AOC and Ilhan
Omar.
Oh,
okay. I'm sorry. You mean the air quotes arrest?
Arrest. And then she comes out. Okay, so
just such a farce.
I know. And so anybody who hasn't seen this yet, AOC and Ilhan Omar go out and they join a group of protesters speaking out against Roe v. Wade overturning and the idea that women suddenly don't have the right to make decisions for their own body. We're not going to get into that in this moment, but so they're protesting, and here comes a Capitol Police officer who, like 3 or 4 days earlier, AOC puts on her Twitter account or on her Instagram or whatever, she's bashing in 2 separate videos. One is herself, recording herself. She's bashing Capitol Police for not standing up for her when a guy started heckling her as she was walking towards the Capitol.
Oh, I saw that.
But then she turned to the guy and was like, here, maybe I should take a selfie with you. Like, Okay, so you can't bitch about them not standing up for you while you're playing the game. You can't. No. So then she, in another video, she starts talking about was the Capitol Police as part of the insurrection? Blah blah blah. Who can she trust? Yada yada yada. Okay, that's the other thing. She
wasn't even there.
Right, and she wasn't even there. And then so a couple days ago, she joins this protest, and Capitol Police come over and they escort her away. Okay, they don't get arrested technically, but they escort her away. And so she puts her hands behind her back with fake handcuffs. And Ilhan Omar does the same thing. And so, and then she throws a fist up.
Arrested.
Right. And she makes it look like she's getting arrested. Then she throws her fist up to the audience, off to the side. And she's like, yeah, look at me. I got arrested. Rah, And then, so people start giving her a bunch of crap for it, circling the video of her hands, showing that there's no handcuffs.
Well, she deserves a bunch of crap over
And so she comes out and she says, while you're being taken away by a police officer, it's just right to put your hands behind your back to show that you're being compliant. No. No. You're you're faking it, is what you're doing. Just like you did at the border with the parking lot. You know, just like you did with the insurrection. Okay. Just stop, AOC. Just stop.
It's enough for her.
She needs to be outed.
You know, also this week, hell froze over.
It did?
Hell froze over. Vince McMahon retired.
Dumb.
Okay, for people that, you know, because I've had some messages from our first return podcast over the Vince situation. Oh, he's never going to leave. He's not this. He's got 80% of the share. It's all voting shares, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, he's retiring. He stepped down because the Wall Street Journal is apparently going to release more stories.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It really isn't pretty. And these more that could come out of how much he has paid out to non-disclosure agreements for having a good time.
Oh my God.
And then going, well, yeah, best of luck in your future endeavors. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's good shit. What it would do, it would affect the TV deals that he has in place, and the World Wrestling Entertainment. What, you know, they've got a lot of TV deals in place right now, and in this day and age, you know, Club 54 or Studio 54, cocaine and booze. Yeah, those days were fun, but it's 2022. It ain't 1972.
Oh,
it ain't 1982. It ain't 1992. It just is not going to happen. So he voluntarily stepped down, and I'm gonna step down. Then finally, like Friday, it was, well, I'm gonna retire. And I think his family and his, you know, this new guy that they've hired, this Nick Khan, kind of took him aside and was like, Vince, you can either have a legacy that will be intact and a company that will still be around, or if you stay on, keep going, fuck them. They're not going to do anything to me. I'm Vince McMahon. I have 80% of the share. I have this. I'm never retiring. I'm never leaving. They can do what they want. They were I paid them not to. We're going to lose everything. Your kids, your grandkids, the whole thing is going to go. So I believe they kind of sat him down and told him straight to his face, look, you either leave or it's going to go. And he said, oh, okay, I'm done. Now, he's not completely gone because there's got a lot to be a transitions because the man did everything. So one person has to do this now. One person will take over this, and one person will take over this. Amongst this, his vice president, Kevin Dunn, insider trading, so he's out. His other guy that was the vice president of talent relations, John, I live in my brother's shadow, Laurinaitis, was so creepy. Female talent has said, please, please, I don't want him back. So he's gone. So now it's the daughter, the son-in-law, and this Nick Khan fellow, who I think probably leaked the story to the Wall Street Journal about him and this paralegal, who, as we found out now, there's more to the story.
Oh no.
Didn't get her job because of actually being qualified. She just went to law school. And they made her a paralegal.
Wait.
We don't know how long she went to law school, but on her resume, I went to law school. Did you graduate? Do you have a degree?
Did you pass the bar?
Did you? No, exactly. None of that was answered, but yet got $100,000. And then within a year, got 100% pay increase, was going to get a 200% pay increase. And then somebody said, 200, what's going on? No, she doesn't deserve a 200% pay increase during a pandemic. Well, okay, 100% pay increase. So 100 grand to 200 grand within a year as they're releasing people, staff, workers, talent. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Then she gets passed on to the Laurinaitis fella. And then she's shared between Vince and John Laurinaitis.
That's just gross. That's just gross.
And then, yeah, this is why it's just not looking good. And then is given $3 million to go away quietly. Now, the guy said that he hired to start running operations and everything, this Nick Khan. When they asked him, why are you hiring somebody outside your family? And, because he's notorious for hiring yes men within the business or his family. That's it. No outsiders. He's ruthless like me. He's got a ruthless attitude. I like him. That's why I hired him. Well, how's that working out for you? Because he's now the new CEO.
He's ruthless. He's ruthless like me.
He's ruthless.
I guess I need to find a new job.
Well, he doesn't need a new job. I mean, Jesus, Vince McMahon doesn't need any job. He can, he can go retire and be in his condo. Well, this is another thing here. I'm sorry, we keep kind of and more with Vince.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. So instead of like living at his house in Stamford, Connecticut, and going to the business, he wanted to be closer to the business. Gets a condo. He has this multi-million-dollar mansion he doesn't even live in. But he lives in a condo that's in walking distance to the business. Go figure. Yeah, no, I mean, it's... Now there's female talent coming forward going, yeah, he used to want me to fly on the private jet, and I said no, and, he'd send me naked pictures of himself. You're like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What one of the old hands said, he says, I just don't understand the man. He did all this stuff with the talent as it's coming out. Look, you're worth millions of dollars. Why don't you get yourself an on-call escort and call it a day? Because she ain't going to talk about it.
Ay vey. It's just... I
get it.
It's... Well, I mean, okay, so...
Go ahead.
It's nice that nice that the swamp is being drained in various areas of the world.
Right, various organizations.
But why are you people not surprised that this shit's coming to light? Like,
I'm not. He's always been a scumbag, and it's been, the really crazy thing is, they took the company public, I think at the beginning of like the 2000s, the early 2000s. And he didn't act foolish before then. But as soon as he took the company public where, he could lose it with stockholders and everything, he acted like an idiot.
So at some point back in the day, this stuff would happen.
Right? Oh, yeah, this stuff would happen and it'd be real hush-hush.
Right, it'd be real hush-hush because you could hush-hush it. Because there wasn't Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all of these 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365-day news cycles. In the 80s, you didn't know that Studio 54 was a hotbed of cocaine and, sex and sharing of needles and AIDS and things like that. It was rumored, but you didn't really know. Now people have photos of stuff. It's like, Pixar didn't happen. Like everything that Vince McMahon did back in the day, of course it can come to light now because you can save it. Like there's a reason why Hunter Biden is like the poster child for what not to do in a politically rich family. Because if anybody is going to learn anything from Vince McMahon and Hunter Biden is don't save shit. Like, if you've got thumb drives, make sure that they like have an auto destruct on them or something. Don't accidentally don't take your laptop to get it fixed and then leave it and not pay for it. You dumbass.
The thing for Vince, since Vince is a little different from Hunter. I mean, Hunter was just okay.
I know, but like, I'm sure Vince McMahon never thought any of his shit would ever get out.
Oh, he easily thought, I'll die in this business. Well,
I'm Vince McMahon. I'm invincible. See what I did there?
That's the attitude. I mean, this is a guy who, okay, Owen Hart. Owen Hart was a wrestler, part of the Hart family, Bret Hart's brother. He had a tragic accident at a wrestling event, at a live wrestling event, pay-per-view. He was supposed to rappel down from the ceiling and do this big stunt, but something happened, the rigging snapped, and he fell to his death.
Oh my.
Yeah, this. I was watching the pay-per-view with buddies, and it was grisly. We didn't see it, but you heard like shocks and screams, and then the announcer's like, "Oh, we've had an accident. Owen fell, and he's being carted out. He was dead on the spot."
That sucks.
When it should have been, the show should have been stopped. It should have said, "Hey, we've had something. We're very sorry," because it was a crime scene.
Oh my God.
An accident like that, the police should have come in to see what had happened. Coroners, something. That arena should have been cleared. They went on with the show with a bloody ring. Okay? Not like blood everywhere, but where he landed, where he made the impact, there was blood.
Oh my God.
And they went on with the show. And he was, when asked about it, he was just so callous. Well, reporters, some reporter during a press conference was like, do you not realize what's happened? Well, yeah, I've realized what's happened. I really don't care for your smug attitude, Mr. McMahon. I don't care for your tone, lady. That's the narcissistic ego of the man. Because you told somebody, do this, we're gonna do this stunt. Well, and it came to find out later that they hired a different company that they had been constantly using because they were cheaper.
Oh.
Okay. His widow, Owen Hart's widow, got something like $17 million in a settlement suit from them. And they have tried and tried and tried to keep, use Owen Hart's name and whatever for this. And she's like, no, you won't use my husband's name ever again. Oh, we want to put him in the Hall of Fame. No. That just to kind of show you a last thumb of the nose.
So there's videos on YouTube, which I just clicked and it probably picked up the audio.
That's fine.
He came in on a harness.
Right. He was dressed up as this character called the Blue Blazer, and would come down on a cantilever harvest. This kind of it like a cradle.
Right.
It almost looks like like a baby Bjorn, where you put the baby in front of you, that kind of strap, and you're lowered down, real slow, careful. What they wanted was, at the time, the wrestler Sting, who would rappel down from the ceiling in this fast, almost like a SWAT team kind of thing, and would large from his harness, unclasp the hooks and everything, and be ready to go. They wanted him to do that.
Right. And
they hired this crew that said, "Oh yeah, we do this. We worked," and they had no business doing anything.
Wow.
None.
That's so sad.
Hey, look, when people go, oh, aren't you shocked by it? No, I'm not shocked by this. I am not shocked by anything Vince McMahon or that family does. Netflix pulled the documentary that they were doing on Vince because they said, yeah, this might not go over well for us. Vince, how do you feel about that? Fuck Netflix. I'm Vince McMahon. Okay, well.
That's crazy.
Congrats. Look, he did a lot for the wrestling business, but he also did a lot of harm, too.
Yeah, he did. That's so sad.
Vince, the only thing Vince was ever successful at was the business his father sold to him. You have to think Vince McMahon has tried to do football leagues. Man, we can't forget the XFL.
That was Vince McMahon?
That was Vince McMahon. The XFL was Vince McMahon.
Oh my gosh.
The bodybuilding federation he started. That was a hot minute.
What about arena football? Was that his too?
No, arena. That's actually semi-successful. No, that's not Vince McMahon. That actually works outside of wrestling. So no,
does
that's
it
not
actually
Vince.
work though? Does it? I mean,
yeah.
Does it really?
I'm being nice.
Does it
Not really? It's sort of like the USFL. Really didn't work.
Does it really though?
Yeah, no. Birmingham apparently wrapped up the World Games.
What World Games?
The World, yeah, exactly. We brought notoriety to Birmingham. Doing what? The World Games.
What World Games?
Yeah. What it is, basically it's an expo for future or possible sports for the Olympics. Like sumo wrestling. Men's and women's sumo wrestling.
Oh my God.
Only in Birmingham, Alabama.
Wait. Men's and women's.
Yeah, I said it right. Men's and women's sumo wrestling. No, go ahead.
Wait.
Wrap your mind around it.
No. Wait. No. Wait.
Go
are
on,
you
I'll
saying like all right? So it's women wrestling women or women and men wrestling?
Women wrestling women.
Okay.
Men wrestling men.
But sumo wrestling? I thought sumo wrestling by nature was a male sport.
Oh, well, apparently here it can be a women's sport.
Well, I mean, of course, because women in Alabama are probably the size of houses, but I mean, to be in that
Girl, you ain't seen some heifers from Georgia?
I've seen some of the heifers from Georgia. I am one of the heifers from Georgia.
There's some sturdy gals all across the nation.
There are some real sturdy gals all across this wild nation.
The sturdy gal. Okay, I am not knocking that.
I'm not knocking the sturdy gal. I may myself be a sturdy gal.
But it is the farce of this whole World Games thing. The money that was put into the city, they gave this for charity and, every dollar earned kind of thing. And they presented a check for like $57,000, something kind of there. And you go, wait a minute. How much did the city put into this? I mean, the amount of money that was put into the city was pretty price tag. For them to only generate $57,000 for this charity? That was it. I don't think the numbers are right, but
okay, so I'm looking at the website.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, and so I agree that soccer and lacrosse could be quite entertaining.
Well, yeah, they do have soccer.
Women's softball, gymnastics. Okay, so this is kind of an Olympics. Oh, ballroom dancing. Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Oh, God. Volleyball. Oh, rock climbing.
Yep.
Boxing. Okay. And I see...
Ping pong was another good one.
I do see sumo wrestling, but beach handball.
Oh,
wait. Tug of war. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Precision sports. Bueller. Okay, we got bowling. Boulets. Dance sport. Fistball. Floorball. Flying disc. Jiu-jitsu. Karate, kickboxing. Korfball. Muay Thai martial arts. Lacrosse.
Muay Thai, yes.
Muay Thai. Softball. Okay. Roller sports. Squash. Sumo. Okay, so okay, so the women are wearing full body suits. Okay, that's great, and they have some serious heiferness going on.
I love you trying to wrap your mind around this.
I just don't. Okay, so okay, so.
So wait. Hang on, Rachel is processing. She's getting that does not compute error.
Oh, but they dumped a bunch of money into the city to make the city look amazing and appealing for all of this to happen. So, yay Birmingham.
Yay Birmingham, home of the champion Birmingham Stallions of the USFL. I think they won the championship. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it. That was the other thing of Birmingham notoriety this year. The USFL restarted, and we had all the games in Birmingham.
What? Why all the games?
Yeah.
But why?
COVID? Who knows?
Oh.
Okay. They said it was COVID, but here's the thing. There are other sporting events that are having these sporting events in their own hometowns.
Yes.
But we hosted, and I don't know, the USFL I think only has like 8 teams. But we had like the New Jersey Generals playing the Louisiana Bandits.
Is the USFL like minor league baseball?
It's like minor league spring football. When the USFL started in the 80s, a lot of your like big NFL prospects went to the USFL. And it actually was kind of an entertaining league. You had Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly.
Is now running for Georgia.
Yeah, who's running from Georgia and was running from from being a father for a long time. I pride myself on, let me tell you something. Men have to take care of their children. Herschel, what about your 12-year-old boy you haven't seen in like forever and dodged? We're not talking about me. We're talking about everybody else. I mean,
oh
God, Herschel. And you know what's crazy is I used to think a lot of Herschel Walker.
I grew up with him.
Because it was, yeah, you grew up with him, and
I grew up with him. That's why I'm kind of like, man, I don't know. I could vote for him easy, but then I'm like, is it just more of the same?
You never heard anything bad about Herschel Walker until he runs for office and this has come to light. Be responsible. Don't be a deadbeat dad. Don't be like me. I mean, be responsible. Don't be a deadbeat dad. Oh, Herschel.
I don't know. I mean, I can't. I learned a long time ago that I can't really. After Bill Cosby, I was like, I can't trust my childhood ever again. I mean, I grew up with these people. I met these people, right? I went to work with my dad, and I knew.
Oh, that's right.
You know, Herschel Walker. I knew him. Like, played with his kids that he legitimized. But you know, it's just. It's like, you know, I went and met Bill Cosby. We had dinner with him and Felicia Rashad, and you know, my dad helped Ahmad Rashad propose to Felicia. You know, yeah, but so it's like, but now all this stuff's coming to light, and you're just kind of like, oh man, I was there. I was like, that could have been me.
Well, somebody.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody anymore. I never knew any of you. Sorry, go ahead.
Somebody sent me a video of Bill Cosby. Like, Did we not see this then? And he was guest hosting the Late Show for David Letterman when I guess Letterman had heart surgery. And Sofia Vergara was the guest of the show. Now, you know, Dave normally sat behind the desk, and his people that took over for him would sit behind the desk. Bill made sure he had a chair, like, right next to Sophia, and you could see the looks on his face was this scrumptious. And it's really... You look just simply, Sophia, you look divine in that dress simply. And he's making all these faces, and it's not like a comedic, over exaggeration. They're very creepy looking faces. And you can tell she's like, okay, yes, I find amused. Yes, okay, please, old man, stop staring. Stop staring. I can't do, Manny, she just kind of has
staring
this
at my breasts.
Yeah, I mean, she's really got this look on her face like, okay, ha ha ha, funny, ha ha.
She's so funny.
Get me out of here.
Oh, God.
Yo. Get the tablets for the wine. I'm going to teach you how to go to the Playboy Mansion and then get them drunk and suck on the toes. Hey.
That's just, it's still gross.
It's still, I mean, look, he's out of jail. And he's, I guess he got out of jail on a technicality or whatever. But...
Yeah, there was some sort of thing.
They bought something.
They missed something. Therefore, it was like some kind of thing that his lawyer or the prosecutor, somebody missed something. Like they forgot to add it or they forgot to verify it or something. And then because of that, it made everything else irrelevant. So it was like, okay, we can't keep him in jail now.
And then he gets out, like the day he gets out, you see him. He's doing all these jive and motions getting out of jail, like, ha!
I got you.
And you kind of want to go, Bill, stop, because it's all out there. We can't look at you the same anymore.
Maybe they can't keep you in jail, dude, but we know what you did. Okay, we know what you did.
Just stop, Bill. Just stop. So I guess that's our lesson for the week for all you celebrities that probably don't listen, the ones of celebrities that actually listen to the podcast. Just stop.
Just stop. AOC, just stop. Bill Cosby, just stop. Vince McMahon, just stop.
You need to quit.
Oh my God, just quit. Just cut it out.
Just stop. Don't.
Joe Biden, oh my God, dear God, just stop. Just stop. Please just stop. Hunter Biden, really, dude, you gotta just stop. Fucking stop. Just knock it off, knuckleheads. There, I'm done.
There you go.
I guess that's a podcast.
I guess that's a podcast.
You can catch us on Podbean. You can catch us on anywhere, actually, that podcasts are. We are back on YouTube. We are back on Twitter. And I think I was able to get us back on Instagram.
Yes, you did get us back on Instagram.
I did, didn't I? With all that being said, and our email is still theemail@gmail.com. That's theemail@gmail.com. Kris, you had an idea of doing a new intro.
I do, and I'm going to give it out there to you musically creative people. Now, with the advent of social media, I have seen a lot of people via the TikTok, the tiki-talkies. I have seen you peoples via the tiki-talkies.
Do you see the peoples on the
I see the peoples via the tiki-talkies. They're very interested to me. These musical geniuses and these people that create songs and lyrics and incredibly talented. I'm going to put it to you. The people.
The people on the tiki-talkies.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give the power back to you, the people. And
thank you, Bane.
Thank you,
Bane.
Thank you. Really, I'm part of the Legion of Doom now. And
thank you, Bane.
Thank you, Bane. So we're gonna have a little contest. Come up with our theme song.
Okay.
Come up with our theme song on TikTok via the TikTok. And if you're on Instagram and you come up with it there, that's great.
Yeah.
If you tag, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do it.
If you tag at the little crazy ampersand symbol, that guy from the thing, DATGUY DATHING. Tag me in that, and we're going to enter you in a contest and see who gets to write and create and make our new intro theme song for the podcast about nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It's the podcast
we have
about
nothing good to tell you. It's just all gobbledygook.
We make fun of everybody. It's supposed to be the Department of Understanding Humans, but we don't understand humans. So we make fun of everybody equally. We say what's on everybody's minds, and we have soapbox rants. I mean, it's just nothing. It's
nothing.
I don't know why you're listening. Why are you listening? Oh. Right.
Why?
Because Kris is funny and I giggle snort. That's why.
That's right. Maybe we'll get back to Dragon Con someday.
You know, maybe once the plagues are done, because now we've got like COVID substatus underneath it all type thing.
Monkeypox. Moving on. So we got a contest going on now about, create our theme song. So do that. Create the theme song. Tag us. Email us. But the Instagram, the Twitter, the movie, the T-shirt, the cereal, whatever.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
I'm talking to Elon Musk about that this week.
And yes, we did rob that from Mel Brooks, but you know what? That's a sincerely form of flattery.
Love you, Mel Brooks. Love you.
Please don't go just yet, Mel. Please don't go.
No, please. We still need a couple of you guys around.
We need like a year or two left of Mel.
God. Yeah.
Anyway, so, I think that's a podcast.
Yeah, that's a podcast. All of our contact information will be available in the information posted below the podcast. When in doubt, email us, the email at gmail.com. That's the email at gmail.com.
And for God's sake, don't send videos of you in a Batman mask or Q Lazarus.
Well, okay.
I don't want to see that.
No, we don't.
Rachel's like, we weren't going to talk about that ever again.
I really weren't. I thought we were going to talk about that ever again.
It's burned in my mind. I can't unsee that. Anyway, I'm gonna go cry and drink my sorrows away because I had that wound reopened.
Great. Now we're gonna have to send you to therapy, aren't we? Good night.
I'm from the 80s. I don't need therapy.
Go eat some lead paint.
Play under power lines.
Get off my microphone.
No.
Ah! I'm hitting stop right now.
D.U.H, Department of